Mr. Cory time.
Hi kids, it's Mr. Cory here. It's good to see all of you. Today I want to talk about something that I find to be absolute magic. And I really do mean that. I've always been fascinated since I've been very little just like you guys, about how magic what we're going to do today can be. And it's all surrounded around gardening and planting things. And so we're going to focus a lot today on some of our quiet sounds and our back sounds again. And remember, what is our quiet sound?
Quiet sound. Seeds. Sand.
First one is. Why don't you guys all try it with me? Ready? Okay, or sometimes we run our finger down our arm, right? Okay, that's our S sound. And it's a quiet sound. We call it our quiet sound because it can be hard to hear sometimes. And then it can, if we don't hear it the right way, we don't say it the right way. So we'll be thinking a lot about S today. Another quiet sound that can be difficult to say is the F sound. We go. Why don't you guys try it? Ready? Okay. And that sounds like in flower. So we're going to be talking some about that today. Last, and this is a big one that a lot of us have to practice, it's our back sound. K, k, or g, g.
Back sound. K. K. Rock.
So we'll be talking about some of those today too. Now, let's talk about what the magic is today. So let's see, it's so small that I can hardly even show it. All right, I dropped it. Okay, so teeny tiny. See if I can get it in my nails. See, it's a seed, right? And seeds are often tiny. This one happens to be from something that is super, super spicy. Let me show you. Peppers, right? But I just always find it so magic that we have something this tiny that can grow into be peppers or even as big as pumpkins and watermelons, right? So it is quite magic. And really, there's just a few things that seeds need to be able to grow, and we're going to talk about some of those things today. So since we're going to be gardening today, we'll start talking about how to start the magic, right? And so to get one of these teeny tiny, oh, I dropped it again in my sleeve. I got another teeny tiny seed. See how teeny tiny it is, right? So what do we need to get this thing to start growing? Do we need Dr. Pepper or Coke? I know, how about pizza? Seeds like
Yummy.
Pizza, right? Now, what do seeds need? Seeds need water. They need soil. And they need sunlight. I don't know where I'm gonna find a sun. Anybody seen a sun anywhere?
Right there, Mr. Cory.
Well,
Behind you.
is there a sun above me?
No, silly, behind you.
No, there's not a sun above me. Under me? Let's see.
Right there, Mr. Cory.
No.
No, silly, behind you.
Oh, there's a sun behind me. Right. So we're going to put water in our water can. And I have lots of soil here today that we're going to pour in the pots. And then we have our trusty son.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Who's going to look over everything and help us start growing. Now today, I have some unique ways to show you how to start growing things. I went today I went to the dollar store and I just got some really cheap seeds. These ones are flower seeds. But even if you can't get seeds, if you do have some vegetables or some fruit in your refrigerator, we have some unique ways that we're going to show you how to start growing just with what you already have in your refrigerator. So now I'm going to go get my best buddy. He's my son, Johnny Justice Walker, and he's going to show us a trick that he did to start growing some seeds. So let's go start the magic. Okay, I'm going to introduce to you my gardening partner. His name is Spider-Man.
What you talking about, Willis?
This is Johnny Justice, or we call him Mr. Cory Jr.
That's right, Willis.
Now, come over here. Come sit over here. Okay, so today, one of our projects that we're gonna do is we're gonna get some sand. Okay. Sand, good, okay, that's our quiet sound, say it. Sand and soil. Let me hear you.
Soil.
Good. Soil. And we're gonna plant some
Seeds.
seeds. Nice, good, quiet sound again. Seeds. Now, I want you to tell your friends, well, look what else I bought here.
We're friends.
The other day we didn't have seeds, right? But we still wanted to plant things. What did we do?
We cut up tomatoes and bell peppers, then we planted them into the soil.
Right.
And this is what the tomatoes look like now.
This is the tomatoes. Okay, so you just took tomato seeds from an actual tomato.
No, we actually just cut the tomato in half and just put it in there.
That's all you did?
Yeah.
So you didn't even take the seeds out, you just put the tomato. What else?
Yeah, same and same thing with the bell peppers.
Okay, let me see the bell pepper. These are the bell peppers?
Yep.
So what did you do? You cut?
We cut a bell pepper to where you could see the seeds. We just planted it in there.
Okay. And then just put it in there.
Sprout.
And it grew already. So again, there's the sprouts. You say it again nice and loud. Say sprouts for me.
Sprouts.
Very good. Okay, so we're gonna do some more of that. Look what I bought today. You wanna see what I bought? You can show your friends how it's done. I'm gonna make this long. Ready?
Yes.
Cucumber. First, a taco.
Tomato.
Oh, okay. So you say that you and Mama, you just cut one?
We got tiny tomatoes. We cut them in half, stuck it in there.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we'll try it with that one. And then I got a
Cookie?
pizza. Cookie. Is that a cookie?
I think it's a cucumber.
Cucumber, yeah. I thought we'd try it with a cucumber. Do you think that might work?
You don't even have a cucumber.
You already planted some?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna show your
Same
friends.
thing with this.
Oh, that's all right. And then last,
But not least.
a
Turtle.
gummy bear. Ooh, you know what that is?
I want to eat it.
What is it?
Pepper.
Pepper jalapeno.
I want to eat it.
You know what? You know what's annoying about a jalapeno?
They're spicy.
Well, and they're always jalapeno business. Get it?
What you talking about,
Because
Willis?
he's so nosy. He's jalapeno business all the time.
What you talking about, Willis?
All right, so we're gonna do some of that. First, I want you to show your friends some of the things that you have already started planting. Okay?
Tomatoes.
These are tomatoes. Wow, look at all those sprouts. Very good. And that one's next.
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers. Now that one, when you were littler, you used to have a hard time saying the back sound. What's the back sound? You know? That's right. Cucumber. Can you point? Cucumber. Very good. So let's see. And you already have some sprouts? Very cool. We're gonna have to water these. Now, this has been one of the coolest ones.
It grows so fast.
It grew very fast, right? Let's take a look.
These.
What are they?
They're peas.
Peas. Look how fast those grow. I don't know, how long did we plant them? We just did them last weekend, right?
Yeah, look how tall this is.
What else? What's next?
Parsley. Nothing yet.
Nothing yet in the parsley? Okay. This one.
It's meow.
Meow. Did you plant a cat?
Catnip.
Catnip. All right, so let's practice that one. Look over here and tell me. Cat.
Cat.
Let's see your tongue go back.
Cat.
Very good. Cat. Good job. So that is catnip. Let's be very clear. We did not plant a cat.
Who knows?
What's next?
Time.
Thyme. Did you plant a watch in
You did.
there? Right. Okay. Do you have any sprouts?
Yes.
Let's see. Aha, very good. So that's thyme. Thyme. What is thyme? Do you know, Johnny?
Thyme is a plant.
Plant or a spice? Spice. Okay. A lot of people use it to flavor their foods, right? What do we have in here? Do you know?
Strawberries.
Is there strawberries? Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Those the same thing with the tomatoes and bell peppers. Because we just cut off the top part, the side part of it with the seeds, stuck it in there, and look, it's growing.
Ah, all right. So you just cut it and then buried the strawberry. Let's practice that. Strawberry.
Oh.
Do that one.
Strawberry.
Very good. All right. And since we have these, we didn't plant these, but what do we see here, Johnny?
Cactus.
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 Very good. Let's make your back sound.
Cactus.
Again.
Cactus.
Very good. Okay, let's do some cutting and some planting. Are you ready? Okay, so now we are actually going to, if you have a tomato in your house, you can do this trick. Or if you have a jalapeno in your house, bell pepper, anything that you can cut open and see the seeds. Or
Corn.
Corn, you could do corn seeds.
Yeah, you could just get off some of the pieces of corn and plant it.
Right.
For
Now,
those.
do not
Attack
do
it.
this part without your mom and dad, okay? If you're gonna be cutting, ask for help, right? Sit down, sit with me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut. That one has our back sound. Do we tut things? Does that sound right? Tut it.
Cut.
Not tut, but do it with me. Cut.
Cut.
Not tut, but cut.
Cut.
Okay, so we're gonna cut.
Hey, I said tomato.
Well, I already cut this.
My buddy.
So look what we have here. Okay,
I want to
this
eat it.
is, you want to take a bite? You don't.
Well, I do.
Jalapenos. Now, if you eat a jalapeno, they're not sweet like strawberries. Okay, they're not sweet. They are what?
Spicy?
Spicy.
Wait,
So
are they
tell me.
actually spicy?
Spicy, yes. They're actually spicy. But if we get a close look, right in there are seeds, right? Right inside there was all the seeds from the jalapeno business. You taste the spice? So this, when they put in, when you eat salsa, a lot of times they chop up jalapenos or different peppers and they cut them up in there, and that's what makes it spicy, right? Well, I'm gonna show you guys this right here. There you have, those are all the seeds, and all you have to do if you have something like that in your refrigerator is go get them out, and then you can just bury them. Well, let's go plant them now. Sound good, Johnny? Are you eating more jalapenos? Yeah. Okay, now next thing here that we are going to do is start planting, right? We cut open some of our veggies. Okay, folks, now I have cut open a lot of our fruit and veggies. So let's say again, cut, right? That's our back sound. So let's take a look at some of these things, because now that we have cut them open, here's the tomato and the pepper and the cucumber. Let's take a look at what they look like up close. Okay, here's our tomato, and you can see all these tiny little things. If you have some in your refrigerator, you can just go get those and you can plant them. They are seeds and they will start growing them. Here we have our pepper and all these tiny little seeds. We're gonna go and just plant those. Next we have our cucumber. And you can see right in there, let's get one out. There's a seed. Okay, so we're gonna go and plant all of these. Okay, so we're gonna take just a little piece of the cucumber like this, and it has much of the seeds in it, but then we are gonna put it in the soil. But now we need to, is this full? Is that full?
Yeah, bubble.
No, we need to fill it up. Right now it's empty, so let's put some soil.
And we're back.
And we're back. All right, so we cut all our veggies and fruits in half, and now we've got them buried. So we will show you the results as things move along. So we took our veggies and our fruits, and what did we do, Johnny?
We
Come down here.
cut them.
Cut, ready? Cut them. Then we planted the, say it for me, planted the seeds. Good. And now they're all set to grow. Next, the next thing now that we're going to do is, oh, somebody's come to join us. Hello. Oh, it's a bear. There's a bear gonna attack us.
The paws. The paws.
Okay, so next we're gonna do what?
Then flowers.
Flowers.
Sand
Now
ball.
this sound, we talked about this sound. I talked about this sound in the beginning. It's, do that for me. Good job again, one more time. So we have flowers, right? Okay. So what we're gonna do is we are going to make a interesting little sand place and then we're gonna create a forest that we can drive cars through and all that kind of stuff. So let's go take a look. You ready? So I just got these at the dollar store. Now this is your play table, right? Okay, so we're going to do, one side is the desert that is very dry, doesn't have very many trees, it doesn't get very much rain, and the other side is going to be the forest, okay, where it does have green and grass and grows lots of things. Which
Like
side
this. This is sort of like the town, since it has like roads.
Okay, that's a good idea.
And then this is the wall from the forest. We have the desert,
Okay,
then the forest.
that's the
We
desert.
filled the forest with seeds.
Good, show me the seeds, or the box that you have. Those are the flowers, okay. So they're gonna get green with sprouts,
Sprouts.
and what else? Then they'll turn into,
Flowers.
very good. And then what can be here? What would be in the desert?
Cactuses.
Cactus, that's our back sound, ready?
Cactuses.
Very good. Okay, so as things grow and it develops, we'll keep you updated. Let's see, pretty soon it'll start looking like what?
That.
Right, the
And then
sprouts.
this.
Very good. So we got in order to grow things, we got the seeds. Say it.
Seeds.
And we got the soil.
Soil.
Let's show the soil. Okay, good, the soil. right? But they need one more thing in order to grow.
Water.
That's a water. You do the back sound. Point.
Watering can.
Good. Our watering can, okay? Here, you water.
Oh.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us on our gardening adventure. And I talked about in the beginning how it can be very magic, right? To watch all this stuff grows. I still think it's quite magic that you start with a tiny little seed and it grows into such big, amazing things, right? So let's practice our 2 quiet sounds first, which are S and back sound. See you later.
Bye-bye. See you in 2 years.
Miss Tanya time.
Oh, hi guys. You're here already? Mr. Cory and I are so excited about the session that we have planned for you guys this week. Come on, let's go find Mr. Cory. He said he'd be inside waiting for us. Mr. Cory? Mr. Cory? Do you guys see him anywhere? Mr. Cory? Where are you? That's funny. He told me he'd be in here. Mr. Cory? Mr. Cory? Do you guys see him anywhere? Now, I know he's been in here because there's his coffee cup and his keys. Mr. Cory? Mr. Cory? Come on, we've got to start this session. Where'd you go? I know. He's probably hiding back here behind the curtain where you guys always like to scare me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Mr. Cory! He's not there. Do you guys see him? Well, if you see him, let him know I'm looking for him because we've got to get this session started. In the meantime, I guess I'll just go home. See you later. Alright guys, time to do some more planting. But this time, we get to plant something pretty special. Let me show you. Look at these bean sprouts. These are the bean sprouts you guys planted at the office. First we need seeds.
Seeds.
Can you guys tell me?
Let's hear you, Alexander.
Seed. Seed. Can you say seed, Riley? Good job.
Good.
Seed in.
Seed.
In and seed in. Good job. Are they in there? They're outgrowing the bags, so it's time to put them in pots. So let's do this together. All right, guys, so as we get started, we're gonna learn about some tools and some things that we need to plant plants. Now, we're not planting these ones in the ground. These ones are going in pots. And I have these little terracotta ceramic pots, just like this, that we're gonna use for today. But I also have some other tools that I use a lot when I'm gardening or when I'm taking care of my houseplants, which you see back here. These ones will eventually come outside, but they've been inside now that it's been cold, because if we leave them outside in the cold, they'll freeze and they'll die. So let's start with this one. A fork. For eating? No, not quite. This is a fork that we use for digging in the dirt and for loosening up the dirt a little bit when we need to transplant or maybe add soil. Actually, this one right here, this is a palm plant. This one could use a little bit of care in the soil. I'll break it up like that with the fork just to revive it a little bit. So that's how we use this one. Let me tilt the camera. I don't think you guys got to see that. So just like this, dig at the ground a little bit and loosen it up. That's a good way to use the fork. All right, the next tool that I have is a shovel. And this can be used to get out your dirt and fill your pots. This shovel has some measurements here on it, which is pretty cool because that lets you know how deep you've put your seeds or your plants when you plant them in the ground or in your pots. So that's pretty convenient. Then I have some of these stakes. These are called garden stakes. These are pretty cool because you use chalk and you can write on them, and that way you stick them in the plant and you know what it is that you've planted in that pot, so you know how to care for it the right way. Because all plants are different and they need different amounts of water, different amounts of sunlight. Some of them even need different amounts of plant food and fertilizer. We also have a watering can. And this is an easy way to add water to your plants. Over here, I have a little brush. This comes in really handy when you have all that dirt in your hands at the end of gardening, so you can clean the dirt out of your fingertips and get all of that dirt out. That's handy. And a gardening towel. That's always good to brush yourself off in case you get dirt on your clothes. All right, let's get started. So first, I'm going to put the dirt in the pot. We just need to add a little bit of dirt in there before we transplant our bean sprouts. Let's open this bag up. I cannot believe how much these have grown. Look at that. Look at those green leaves in there. So cool. Wow, guys. Look at that.
Yoga time. Ladybug. Tree. Rain. Toadstool. Seed. Carrot. Flower. sprout. Sunshine. Snail. Walk the fence. Watering can. Worm. Butterfly. Meditation time.
Okay, my little chatterboxes, it is time for our meditation story. I want you to find a nice, comfy spot in your home, a spot where you won't be bothered or distracted, a spot where you can relax and listen to my voice. Are you in that spot? Good. Now lay down and put a hand on your belly. We are going to take 3 deep breaths in and out, and I want you to concentrate on your belly rising up and then falling back down. Are you ready? Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Now close your eyes. It is time to listen. Imagine that you are standing in the middle of a big green grassy field. The grass is so green and seems to go on for miles and miles. There are little white flowers mixed in the grass, so small you can barely see them, but you can smell their fragrance, sweet like honey. You look up into the sky, and you can see the sky is starting to turn orange and pink because the sun is starting to set. You lie down in the tall grass and disappear in the cool blades of grass and little white flowers. The blades of grass are so tall, they reach up over your body. You can feel the grass tickle the back of your neck, and it makes you giggle. The grass underneath your body feels so thick, it almost feels like you're laying on top of a big grassy pillow. You look up into the sky and notice orange and pink and now purple as the sun sinks lower. As you lie there, quiet as ever, you see something in the distance, a twinkle of light, then another one, and another one a little closer. Then another, and now the twinkling lights seem to be all around you. You are completely surrounded by little lightning bugs. You try to count them, but there are just too many. You sit up and look all around you,
and it's as if someone has strung Christmas lights through the field. You decide to jump up and run after them. They buzz away the closer you get. You stop. You hear a sound, a familiar voice in the distance calling your name. It is your mom, and it is time to come in for dinner. Next time, you will catch one. You just know it. Now it is time to come back from our story. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, blink your eyes, and touch your nose. I hope you are all feeling relaxed and calm, and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, my little chatterboxes,